Challenging places for any team to come calling. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here, and you know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we'll see a team looking for its first win, the Royals, taking on the #1 team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Ducks will kick it away first. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Royals offense will get the first possession of the game. And here he is, guys. Anytime he takes the field, he is in complete control of this offense.
And, David, he gives defensive coordinators nightmares because of his ability. They're going to have a hard time slowing him down.
No, he just doesn't have those weaknesses, those flaws, the whole playbook available, and he is a dude.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to... Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Looking to throw, it's Beebe. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
That is a gut punch if you're the offense because they're in dime personnel. They're only rushing 4 guys. You've got 5 offensive linemen. You've got the option of bringing other people in to help give your QB time. And this offense, not good enough.
He'll bring it back. It's Robinson. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. So the Oregon Ducks offense will try to get something started with their first possession. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
Now down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. They're going to ride this running back. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. And the Ducks trying to cash it in on first and goal. Try to barge their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Oregon! Just under 60,000 in this place, but sometimes it sounds like 600,000. An engineering marvel to hold in all this noise.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. They love their team. They support the Ducks, and they've built traditions and so many teams they should be proud of. Getting them involved early is a great sign for this football game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Bringing it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. How about this crowd rattling the rafters and trying to help their defense? They'll run it from the gun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, to give, looking for room. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
At the 35, he's got room. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The Royals are flying down the field. The give to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, and how about this offense? You think of this offense, you think of throwing the football and top 10 passing in all of college football, but the defense knew something, right? Like you could tell they were going to come out and run the football. They brought out the goal line, brought in some big boys, and really was ready for the run on that play.
Out of the gun, the give to the back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. To the air, it's Beebe. And they get the sack right out of the gate.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Paul.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down. At the 40, there he goes. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The Ducks with the 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Now, that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Tackled, but he has a first down.
And this offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, this offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the back. He right now is running with authority on this drive.
They've started a pretty good drive. This will be the 7th play, but they need to convert 3rd and 5. Trying to get to it. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Good, right down the boulevard. And they'll push that lead out a little further. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. Here's the return from inside his 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First down here for the offense. He leaves it with the back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. They'll give it to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
all season long, we've been watching this defense dominate against the run. They're the #1 rush defense in the entire country. With a big lead in this game, you cannot run the ball and expect to win and get back in it.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
He just about took that one all the way to the house. They finally get him down after a tremendous return. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. And man, David, you couldn't ask for any better starting field position than this.
This is as good as it gets. Defense made the play. Now offense gets a chance, Jesse, to go cash this in.
Yeah, they got to pay this one off, too. They would love to be able to go out, be physical, and run this thing in, put a touchdown up on the board.
Trying to break the plane on 2nd and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks! These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Beebe. Pocket starts to collapse. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him over there.
And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
He'll bring it back. It's Robinson. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. He's going to run it. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains.
He's got such good awareness in the pocket. He does a good job of feeling the rush, and you know it's a pass, and you want to keep your eyes downfield, but he sees an opening, and if he sees an opening, he's got the ability to go get it and get
the ground with a big running play moves the chains for the 1st down. So close to cashing it in for this offense. A 1st down run on the doorstep. And they're finally able to get him on the ground at the 1.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down. And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the...
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Oregon!
Well, this offense has been physical. They came out in this game with a lot of pride and the ability up front and the belief that they can block people and get it done. They are dominating this defense. 3 rushing touchdowns now in the game.
The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Penn State is currently trailing in this one, but there are more people in Beaver Stadium today than most American cities. The crowd alone can help turn this game. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Colorado. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. This offense has a second down play. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet in my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
Running it back, it's Robinson. And the special teams, that's always a momentum builder. He did that one all by himself. Make a few guys miss, turn on the afterburners, and boom, everybody's toast.
And that's why you got him back deep, because that guy can do that. You got to be explosive and quick and have good vision, and you see all those things on one punt return. Takes it back to the house, makes people miss, turn it on the gas. Great job, great return.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Man, you just can't put a price on having a guy like that back there to return punts, and he turned that one into a touchdown. The kickoff team is out there after that last punt return for a touchdown. Let's see if we get another big special teams play. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. First down here for the offense. 3-25. Leaves it with the running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a... Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. They're trying to get to it. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now just throw another sack in the equation. Hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things.
Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Looking for more room. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Oregon. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone. Out
of the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Looking for a productive play on first down. Getting some heat. What a complete disaster. What a terrible decision to run that far backwards and take the safety. The kickoff team lined up. They'll have to give it back after giving up that safety. He'll field the punt. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Barring complete catastrophe, David, this offense ought to be able to salt away this game.
Yeah, and unless you're playing in a different league, this one's over. Like, there is no three-point conversions and stuff like that that you can get. So run the ball, make them use timeouts, Palmer, walk out here with a dub.
Yeah, this defense should just use their timeouts. Can't take them with you, right? And we'll just see. Who knows? Crazier things have happened in college football. Maybe they put the ball on the ground. They don't execute the center quarterback exchange.
This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep pouring it on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players, more physical, they were faster, and it showed today.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome to College Station, Texas, and Kyle Field, home of the 12th man, and ready to cheer on the Texas A&M Aggies. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Texas A&M about to boot it away to start this game. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. These two conferences have been tied together for years through the Sugar Bowl, a little testiness with the whole Texas-Oklahoma thing, and now the rivalry on the field between the Big 12 and the SEC.
Yeah, and conference realignment.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. The lead's not insurmountable, just down 14-0. But, David, you don't score here, and he can't escape, and down he goes. The Ducks headed quickly to the line.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Oh, he wants it all. And he hauls it in inside the 30. Hits the accelerator to the right. Touchdown, Ducks! And once he got loose, it was all over.
Yeah, and coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Arkansas is getting its clock cleaned today. That crowd was calling the Hogs in the pregame, but they're saying some other things right now. They're trailing by 17 to South Carolina. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. To the air, it's Wegman. It's complete to the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. Off the play fake on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Little too much juice on that one from the junior. After the quarterback and receiver couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Dances away from the heat. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
I mean, you can say that's a quarterback or you can call him a running back. I mean, goodness gracious, he's dropping back to throw the football, but when he sees a hole, his eyes get big and he just explodes through it. Everybody's trying to catch him, trying to get to him, just chewing up yards so easy.
After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. You can hear yourself think on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. Just drives it between the uprights. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Boy, 3 and out last time, Davey. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Quarterback will keep it. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays, and if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
Texas A&M will have to boot it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Bringing it back, it's Robinson. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Off play action on 1st down. Throws and make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Hand off from the shotgun. Plows through the defense. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. He wants to throw. Unleashes one deep. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one. Fires deep toward the end zone. Fires into traffic, picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching you. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
They're going to throw it to start the drive. And a sack all the way back at the 5.
Well, the defense has the opponent backed up in their own end, and they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback. You see the athleticism and the speed they have up front as they're able to notch that sack.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Coming after, and the ball's free in the end zone. Oh, looks as if the defense got it. A loose football in the end zone, and the defense there to pounce on it for 6.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. They're out there to kick it off. The return team must rivet that ball to their rib cage. Can't afford another turnover. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Ooh, there's an example, Jesse, of a receiver making his quarterback look bad. Most of the time, they make it look good and cover up for him. All those balls, y'all don't know.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. He's looking downfield to throw. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. From the gun, the ground game. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. They'll go to the ground. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And the defense able to get him down, and that should bring us to the end of the half. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Ducks will punt this one away. Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A really raucous environment there in College Station. And it's been a clinic in fundamental defensive football. Both teams have been relentless and ball hawking, refusing to give an inch. This is the kind of slugfest that real football fans love. Crushing tackles and dudes flying into gaps and passing lanes. A testament to the discipline both of these teams have shown. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at the home of the 12th man.
Time. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Pressure coming. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack. We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on 4th down. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. The give as they work on that clock. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. Knocked off his feet.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game. David, this was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses in this game. It was no different.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire